Hello guys, this is Gene and welcome to my DIY channel. And in this channel, this YouTube channel, I will share to you what I know about DIY. I'm going to teach you some tips and tricks, and of course I am going to review some tools and power tools that I commonly use around the house and on the projects that I do. Now, let me just get it clear that I'm not an expert. These opinions are just with me and my experience and my little know-how about these things and how it really works. So if you really into this, please watch and subscribe so that you can we can, and if you have some comments about this one or my other videos, you can simply write a comment on my YouTube page or on my Facebook account so that we can talk more about DIY if you're interested on these things. So let's start with our product right now, and today we're going to talk about screwdrivers. Very basic products, very basic things that we need around the house. It's a good pair of screwdrivers. In the Philippines, the most common kinds of screwdrivers are the Phillips screwdrivers like this one and a flat screwdriver like this one. Very basic. We've been using screwdrivers for like, I don't know, hundreds of years now, and every house should at least own a Philip and a screwdriver, a Philip and a flat screwdriver. Yes. These screwdrivers are Stanley. They're a bit old. These are the ones that I use here in my condominium. But in my house and in my workshop in Cavite, I do use a different kind of screwdrivers. I use the big ones, the one with the foot long shaft, so that I can drive screws with a better torque. Yes. However, if you're using this like once in a while, it's okay. It's not a problem. If you're driving a few screws, but if you're doing a big project where you have to drill a lot of screws, then it's not gonna work. Your hands will certainly tire. Your wrist, it will be very painful. So a good investment for every DIYer should be a cordless screwdriver. There are many kinds of cordless screwdrivers out there, and it depends on your choice on what you want. In my case, I did not choose. My dad bought me a cordless screwdriver and he sent it to me, and this is it. This is what I normally use. This is a Black & Decker cordless screwdriver, and it's a very good tool. I love this one. This is very good. It's what's this? It's pistol grip, so your hands is very comfortable when you're screwing or extracting screws. Even upside down or like this, it's gonna work. You just have to press this trigger. Speaking of the trigger is a bit large, so you can use your two fingers to drill holes, or you can use one. And it's ergonomic. It's very light. It's actually very light. I like it. I really like it because it's very small and very lightweight. This one is 3.2 volts. Not very powerful. However, it has a lot of torque. The torque of this thing is very powerful actually. So it's about 180 RPMs. So it can drive screws very well. It's got a 1/4 hex head, so you can simply slip your screw head like that, and that will drive the screw home. And there's a switch here. This one is forward when you're driving screws, and then backwards when you're extracting screws. Very good. Good tool. It doesn't have a safe, and then it's got this light. You can see there's a light, so if you're working at night, you can use the light to see your screws that you're driving. It's a very good tool. Now, when my dad sent this to me, it only comes with two heads, the Philip and the flat one. So I bought several other heads for aftermarket. It doesn't matter if it's not Black & Decker. It's okay. It's still gonna fit. So we have other Phillips head or other flat heads like this one, and I also have some socket wrenches here. This is metric 12 millimeter. You can just simply slip it there, so you can drive but this nuts and bolts. You can use this for those things. There's also other, and there's even a smaller one. Yes. There are also some drill bits like this one with hex shafts here, so you can stick the drill bits on your screw like this. I have one, just one in my project in Cavite. I don't use it often because it's slow, so it can get really slow when drilling through wood. But it does the job done, especially if you're just using it on wood. It does the job, so it's a good backup drill. However, they're very expensive. The ones with the drill bits with the hex shaft here are quite expensive, so I don't buy any more of those things. But this one is a great product. Black & Decker certainly makes good products. They're not as high-end as the DeWalt, Makita, or other high-end products or high-end power tools, but they get the job done. So if you have a Black & Decker, I would guarantee that it would last a long time if you take care of it. Actually, I take care of this. I don't drop it, but on the reviews on the internet, they say they drop their Black & Deckers, and it's okay. But no, I won't not drop any of my power tools. I would not test them like that. But this is a good buy. However, there are also drawbacks with this tool. The first of all, it doesn't have a clutch, so you cannot adjust the power of the drill or of the screw or the screwdriver. And what that does is that if you're driving, for example, like this one, you're using a Phillips head and you're driving a screw on wood, and then if you drive it so much, it can literally strip and destroy the screw, the top of the screw. So now you cannot drive the screw out anymore because it destroys the screw. So when you're driving it, you have to be very careful. And when you drive it like that, you just stop it immediately. When the screw is already locked tight, stop it. Because if you don't, it will just drive the this one, because it's got a lot of torque, and it will destroy the screw head. That is especially true when you're using the Phillips heads. On the flat heads, the problem is sometimes they slip. They slip a lot because sometimes you cannot control it. You're pushing it on the wall like that, and then slip. It does it slows your work, but not a big deal actually. It's still a good screwdriver. This can remove all kinds of screws that you have, even the ones that are been sitting in your furniture for like, I don't know, many years. Even though you cannot drive them out using a screwdriver, you can use this to drive them out. It's very good. So it's highly recommended. If you're into DIY and all those stuff, please get a cordless screwdriver. Your wrists would thank you for it, and it doesn't matter what brand you have. But a good buy is a Black & Decker. If you got a Makita or a Ryobi, that's even better, or a DeWalt, that's good. So that's it, and thank you so much for tuning in, and I will be uploading more videos next time on this DIY channel. This is Gene. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.